Hey guys, it's Beltran. Alright, well, there were some people who did their March update or collection update already, and I just kind of want to jump on the bandwagon and do a March collection update as well. Let's just go over the orchids that are in bloom because I do have too many that are really not doing much, so there's really no reason to go over them. This is the fowl that I got. I think it was $3, and it is the fourth orchid that I've ever had, and the first one that I managed to rebloom. This one is an orchid that I brought from my dad's house. The colors in here don't really do this orchid justice, but it is so beautiful. It's purple, and my sister loves purple orchids. This is the one that she got for them. So these up here are my Miltoniopsis orchids. They are on the upper level because they just don't fit anywhere else. And they are beautiful. They smell so wonderful, and they make my whole room smell nice. I am having trouble with these actually because they rot so easily, so I really do have to be more careful with them in terms of watering. So this one is the light yellow one with the bright yellow in the middle and purple. This is the other Miltoniopsis that I have. This is actually more intense in terms of fragrance than the yellow one. Do you hear that? That is actually my frogs. I have a pond where I mean where the frogs come and they live because there are nothing that can eat them down there. And they have babies, and anyway, I digress. This orchid I purchased, and it actually did not have any blooms when I purchased it, as in like it only had buds, and it has 9 flower spikes. Unfortunately, when I brought it home, it of course suffered under my care because I am having trouble with the Miltoniopsis and rotting. So they do rot really easily, and I think I am losing 1 flower spike to the rotting. This one. This is a Paphiopedilum orchid that I got for $5. So look at all the purple spots on it. Very, very small. It's kind of like a galaxy. Just beautiful. I just cannot even believe I got it for $5, and it has been with me for about a month now. We have this Peloric orchid. I got it because it was kind of funky, and I like it because it's kind of funky. I do like the orchids that are just kind of weird. So yeah, it is kind of different. This is a small Paphiopedilum that I got. Only $8. Still blooming. It's been 2 months. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Look at all the spots on her and stripes right there. Just wonderful little orchid. So this one I purchased from Trader Joe's. I think I did a video on this gal. She's just unique and I like her. That's why I purchased her. And she's been blooming. So maybe a month and a half, I'm not really sure. Alright, well this one I did a video and it's still blooming. None of the flowers have dropped yet. And it's actually more yellow. See if I can get a better shot at it. Whoops, stepped on something. Yeah, see that? Looked like someone spray painted it. Right, well this one, another fowl. I'm sorry, I have so many fowls. Isn't that crazy? Well, this one has either a keiki or another plant that's potted with it. 2 little plants in there. And this one is the Phalaenopsis Kerbal Yellow Orchid. I got this at the orchid sale. And it is a registered hybrid. So very beautiful yellow with, I believe, purple or pinkish stripes. So this here is the Maasai Red Orchid. I'm sorry, the Maasai White Orchid. So if you look closely, this one has stripes and spots. And of course this one, I did a video on it. It was part of my Pacific Orchid Expo haul. It's still blooming, still doing really well. I did repot it already. So you can see it is now living in a fine bark and sphagnum moss mixture. I put in a lot of sphagnum moss because the summers here can be really hot. This one is from Yamamoto Dendrobiums. They make their own crosses, and I think some of them are in the process of getting registered, etc. And this one, the flowers are spent, unfortunately. They are similar to each other in terms of colors, but one is a little bit darker than the other, and it has a slight fragrance. And this one, this was a surprise one. I actually did not know what it was when I got it because all the buds, well, there were just buds. I'm just really surprised with this one. It has like round pseudobulbs, kind of like onions, and I thought it was just so funny. So here are the pseudobulbs. They are so heavy and fat and round, kind of like onions. I mean, you just kind of want to eat them. Just beautiful lips. Look at that. This is also a Dendrobium orchid. This is part of the Dendrobium nobile. This dark purple, which is kind of hard to see in this video. Dark purple. I only got it for $13. Alright, next up is the Dendrobium kingianum. There are a ton of new growths on this little guy, and I'm hoping that they will be really bushy and have a ton of flowers for me. This one is the Laeliocattleya Blazing Sun NN. I saw this at the Orchid Expo, and it was sold for, I think, $15, which is really shocking to me because I got it for $8. My sister purchased one for me, and it's putting out 2 more buds. Now I know you guys have already seen this one. This is the Zygopetalum orchid, and I got this at the Pacific Orchid Expo as well. And I did break off one of the flowers. And it fell onto the floor, and then I thought it was a giant spider and I freaked out. Look what I did to this one. I broke it. Yeah, I broke both of the spikes at the same time. I dropped it onto the floor. It's got red and purple on it, but unfortunately I broke both of the spikes, so these flowers are not going to last that much longer. This one doesn't look like much. I know, it's a Dendrobium phalaenopsis, and I actually got it on sale. Not bad though. Really good condition, just kind of has no flowers. This is one of my newer acquisition. This is a white Dendrobium. However, you can tell that it has been crossed with a purple Dendrobium, and you can tell that from the petals right here. Some of the petals actually have a little bit of purple on it, which is kind of strange, and some of them actually are completely white with a green on the inside, but otherwise it has no purple. So some of the flowers are displaying the traits of one of its parents, and some of the flowers are not. This is really interesting, and I do like that it is different from one flower to the next. This is also one of the newer orchids. It is more of a dark purplish red. Last but not least, this Oncidium orchid, or maybe Odontoglossum, I'm actually not sure. It has a fragrance to it. The flowers, most of the flowers are already spent. That's why it was at a discount, but I did pick the one that has the most pseudobulbs. It is quite overgrown and also not very well taken care of. does need a serious repotting and also cleaning up. Look at all the old leaves that need to go. This one really needs serious TLC work. Anyway, that is all for my orchid update with just my blooming orchids. If you guys would like to see more videos similar to this, please subscribe and leave me a comment in the description. I will see you next time. Bye!